work actually together. So I will expect to hear some noise, yes? And also, today can be a success or it can be a total disaster. And the reason why it can be a total disaster is if you do not participate, if you do not talk to each other, and if the only thing that you do is just stay in your corner and don't talk, yes? So really, I need you to engage, because otherwise the purpose of today will be totally lost on everyone. So help me to make today a success. So, as Esther explained, in September I came for my first visit, and my brief was to come to Gozo and see how I could help the farmers on the island to continue farming and to use tourism as an additional means of income. So I just want everyone to be very, very clear here. We're considering tourism as an additional means of income for a lot of you, especially for farming. It's very important. We want you to continue farming. I still want to come on to Gozo and eat very, very well, because that's one of my pleasure on the island. And then for the people that actually work in the tourism industry, what we want to do is see how you can actually support the farmers. So what we're doing is trying to make you all work together. And the purpose of today is to actually try to see if we can put together a logo or a label that is going to promote the heritage of the island. Now, before I start explaining what we're going to do, can someone tell me what the word heritage stands for? Sorry, what do I mean by that? And you're all going to have to talk as well. You're going to leave me, otherwise I am going to volunteer people. So, what is heritage?
The history of...
History and culture, sorry.
Okay, so I've got history. So we all know what we're talking about and what we're supporting. We have history and we have culture. Okay, is there anything else? Any other definition that you can think of when it comes to heritage? Traditions? Very good. Okay. And your traditions, they can be living traditions or they can be dead traditions that you want to reenact and you know, resurface because they might be traditions that tourists will be interested in. Yes? Any other definitions of heritage?
Values. The pure roots.
Oh, wow, now I've got many people. Okay, so
Values.
Values, okay. Yes, and
The pure roots of the country. Roots.
the roots.
Yeah.
Okay, so what makes you who you are? I guess that's kind of very much linked to that, but to be quite honest, it's also very much linked to the history and the culture. Okay, any other ideas of
An important part of our identity.
what, sorry?
An important part of our identity.
Yes, okay, so what makes you who you are, your identity. Okay, can you explain to me what makes you Gozitan rather than Maltese? Now is the question.
Because we have
Okay, so what you're telling me is that the place where you live, the geographical area where you are, makes you who you are, okay? Your environment.
feeling a part of.
Okay, so being part of the
Feeling
community.
inclusive.
Okay, so
Belonging.
belonging, okay, part of community, and then belonging. Okay, and then we also had your, I would say, geographical environment. The fact that you are a small island. Anything else? Wow, okay.
I think Gozo is not yet as multinational as Malta.
Okay, so it's
So
kind of
it's-
secluded.
Yes,
It's part of your heritage. Okay, very good. Okay, well, everyone, I'm French. What makes me French is this. Okay? So, what you eat makes you who you are. Yes? So your wine, your food, that is part of your heritage. It is a major part of your heritage. If I believe you know how much food I'm eating when I come here, and also, you know, when I did my workshops in Malta, I had little sandwiches, but here we have a buffet, you know, so food is important. Okay, anything else as part of your heritage? Okay, when you think about your heritage, you can think about it either as living or as dead. You can think about it, when you think about your environment, as natural heritage and then cultural or historical
Are
heritage.
you talking specifically about Gozo here?
No, I'm talking about anything. But everyone defines themselves according to that. Because when I asked you, you could apply that definition of heritage to absolutely every single little village in the world, every single little community.
You find a way of being self-sufficient, in a way.
On an island, you do.
Even the small villages.
Yes,
You
yes.
would once upon a time rely on trades within a village to provide
To
your
provide
needs.
what you need, exactly. And what you need to do is kind of find that again, what makes you really different. Because that is going to really permeate through what that label is going to be about. Yes. What we want to do is create a real identity. You spoke about that word identity for Gozo. But it's really good that you might know that identity, but I don't, because I'm a stranger to that identity. And what we're going to do today is try to define how you can communicate that identity through that label to tourists, so you can make the most out of it. Yes?
What you made proud about why we are
Makes
proud.
you proud of
that
who
is
you are.
also
Yes,
very
your
important.
pride, absolutely. Yes. And if you are proud of something, you want to tell other people. So, no one should be ashamed of saying, this is who we are. Now, on small islands, people tend to kind of not shout, about who they are, especially when they have been occupied by the Brits, who are not the best at expressing their feelings, yes? Might be different if you were an ex-French colony. But the thing is, it has impacted on the way that everyone talks and everyone behaves. And you can have a look at your heritage with something that's called tangible or intangible. So if it's tangible, it's something that you can touch. So for example, your food, yes, you can touch it. If it's intangible, it could be the stories that are being told about your island. So where are all these stories? Where are all these legends? That each and every one of you, maybe your family, your ancestors, when they didn't have radio and television, used to tell each other, around the campfire. Where is that all gone? There must be somewhere where you can find them, and these are really good ideas to develop tourism products. Yes? Nothing better than getting back to nature under the stars and telling wonderful stories of fishermen, farmers,